Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's Potter Clock. Come on. We've done it again, baby. We've done it again against. I don't know. To be fair, I came into this. There wasn't a preview video the other day because, it was my birthday sort of weekend, I guess. But and I was quite hungover, and I couldn't be asked to do a preview, and I'm glad I didn't because it was nice to just come into the game feeling confident, knowing in my mind that I felt Chelsea were gonna do it. I'm glad I didn't have to explain it on this particular one. That doesn't mean I'll be skipping previews in the future, but it does mean one thing is that it's nice to have a break every now and then. It really is. Had a fantastic birthday, I really did. But we're back. And we have come away with a win, 4-1 to Chelsea. It seemed as though it was going to be a low-scoring game coming into it. My prediction was 2-0 to Chelsea. I was quite surprised we conceded, especially in the fashion that we did, because it was avoidable. The goal and that is always a theme with Chelsea, is it not? That we concede avoidable goals. We really do. We make it hard for ourselves. We make it as hard for ourselves as we possibly can. But we rectified that. We truly rectified that with our performance coming back. And again, this is the first time, I can't remember when, but this is the first time we've scored more. No, what was it? This is the first time we've scored at least 4 goals. So 4 goals or more since we beat Southampton 6-0 back in April of 2022. The likes of Mount, Werner, and Havertz were on the score sheet, to name a few. We've come a long way. We've also, we've seen some things. It's been a long time since we've had a victory like this. And yes, it's against a team like Burnley, but we were 1-0 down. And, we showed resilience, something that I did question whether or not these players, as a collective, have shown enough of, is resilience and the determination to come back. And I will say this now, and I had this argument with Alex about that. And he, at the end, he's like, well, is that enough? Is that enough resilience for you? And yes, it is. It is. But to say that Cole Palmer hasn't, I wouldn't say single-handedly, but Cole Palmer's inclusion in this side is so underrated. It is criminal. He has been fantastic from the get-go. He's been fantastic from the first game he's played, and he was fantastic all game today. And there's very few players in this side today that have put a foot wrong. The entire defence, I will say, going back to that first goal, but the entire defence were definitely largely to blame because, for that goal. It was totally avoidable, like I said. But you got Colwill, I believe, was out of position. Disassi just got absolutely outrun, pretty much, on the back foot. Silva, again, just very slow coming back. Disassi got dropped, I think, actually. Or he lunged in for it. Cucurella as well was the final piece of the puzzle before getting to Sanchez, who didn't even dive for it. And maybe that's a bit harsh, but all the same, it was a disaster. And it just seemed very stiff. I'm not quite sure that if they were given that chance again, that they would even come close to getting to the goal, but they did. It was a fantastic goal. Realistically, just ran through us like nobody's business and made light work of it. And then to come back from that 1-0, we did get a little bit lucky. Fantastic run from Sterling, who again from that little piece that ended up being the own goal to level the scoring right before half time. Sterling then, in the second half, looked like the Sterling we know, like the Sterling we want to see every week, like the Sterling we hoped we would see every single week. And so it's good that, he forced that goal. He got the goal for himself in the 65th minute, and so on. And I'm fairly sure he was included in every single goal, if I'm not mistaken. But my memory has gone. I'm still recovering from my birthday, as you can imagine. Breuer, I will say. And now that Jackson scored that absolute fucking diamond goal, absolutely from start to finish, it was Sterling down that left-hand side, actually. Or was it? I think it was. Sterling to Palmer, Palmer to Jackson. Jackson with a delicious turn, an absolutely fantastic turn, and then sends the keeper the wrong way to put it in the bottom, the keeper's bottom left, and our bottom right, scoring towards. Whereas everyone else thought he would probably go and open his body and go into that other corner. He did not, and it was just a testament to how good Jackson can be as well. I think he's still very much trying to find his feet. And yeah, just I thought it was quite harsh for him to have been dropped in the first place, but you know, it's good to see him on the score sheet. It's good to see Palmer with a goal and an assist, and it's good to see Sterling scoring again as well. Man of the match, probably. I would personally say it's got to be Sterling, but I would say a very close second is Cole Palmer. But again, like I said, I'm fairly sure Sterling was involved in every single goal today. So maybe bar one, I don't know. The penalty. Did he get fouled for the penalty? What even was the penalty? I don't know. All I know is that Chelsea have got 4 goals. We won by 3. If anyone remembers a couple of years ago when I did that 3... everything ended in 3 for some reason, like 3 points here, 3 goals, and then so on. It's a long story, but if you remember, you remember, and thank you for remembering. But still, as I was saying, we won by 3, we've won 3 in a row, and now we go into the absolute disaster that is the forward fixtures after the international break. Arsenal, Brentford, Blackburn, might help us now in hindsight, or in foresight, I guess. Tottenham, City, Newcastle, Brighton, Manchester United. It's going to be a long day. It really is. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, punch a clock. Thank you for watching. I will see you very, very soon after the international break. Well, no, there'll be bits here and there. You never know. But again, stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.